So today we're heading to a bison ranch, which is owned by a friend of Charles, to take a look at the bison and see what health needs that we may need to tackle.
So what are we going down here to do exactly?
Daniel did mention something about the fecal samples.
Parasites are a huge problem with bison.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We forgot to tell her that we're going to get some bison poop in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you left that detail out.
Look at them, there they are.
Oh my goodness! That's just something you would not expect to see in Middle Tennessee. Wow. I normally don't go on farm calls, but when I heard they were going to see bison, I was like, I have to come along for the day. I just invited myself. Wow.
There's the bull and there's the man. See his big hump?
Beautiful. This is gorgeous.
It is. So out on the range, you know, they're dealing with mountain lions and bears, other different large predators that they have to deal with. But out in a confined space, we deal with parasites.
Daniel Johnson.
Oh,
brother.
old buddies.
I know. How you doing, man?
Good, good. Now we're a bunch of old people.
I know. Raising animals.
Yeah.
You guys have known each other K through 12.
Yeah, and I don't have any bad stories to say.
Are you sure? That's what I came for.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel and I go way back, and it's really neat for me to see that Daniel is now in agriculture and farming. You know, growing up, he didn't have that background. Who would have thought
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
you'd be doing the bison thing,
I know.
man? Well, tell me about this place.
It's 100 acres, and I got it split up into 2 paddocks. I got this one down here in the prairie is what I call it.
Yeah.
And then I got this one over here, that's the valley. That one's a lot more hilly. They definitely enjoy that one probably the most. They stay on it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'll switch
Oh,
them
good.
back
I was
over.
going to ask if you rotate.
Oh, yeah. I'm working on deworming.
They're all like sheep and goats.
Yeah, nobody told me that these were going to be the issues with bison, so
Yeah.
I'm learning every day.
It's survival of the fittest.
Oh, it is for sure. So right here, there's 60.
And you started this from the ground up. How did you get into it?
Well, for real, the story is I did see Dance with Wolves when I was a kid, so that was
Yeah?
it. That was it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I have
amazing.
no farming experience whatsoever.
Wow.
I knew once I had children, I wanted to raise them on a farm, a ranch, and then the only animal I wanted to raise was bison. I had no experience, I just used YouTube to figure it out. Went to seminars, learned how to do it. It was a lot of work, definitely a labor of love. I'm really trying to find out if the wormer that we just switched to is actually working.
All right, sounds good. The biggest concern with bison are parasites, just like our sheep and goats. So today with Daniel, we're collecting fecal samples. He's recently dewormed. We're going to see if that dewormer was effective, and then kind of work through and look at the herd and see the thin ones are typically telltale of parasite problems.
So usually the best thing to do to collect is just kind of stare and watch them and just wait for them to poop. And then you get that tag number. And
I like to get 84.
yeah, I saw 84 too. And then that mama right there, that's straight in front with the white tag, she's always been the toughest.
Really? I am very nervous when I'm asked to work with bison. You can't just move them into a barn and lasso them and tie them to a post like you would a cow. They are a high-stress animal. They can get very stressed very easily, but luckily we're just picking these fecal samples up off the ground. I think I've got what I need. Just slinging poop everywhere. So we're gonna train you to check some doo-doo. This is just a regular fecal float. And this solution causes the eggs to float to the top. I'm not asking him to be a veterinarian, but I like teaching my clients that are a good distance away from us how to do fecal samples because parasitism is a huge problem.
Now on the eggs too, like if it's not fresh, would that have less eggs in it? 'Cause it's
Not
fresh?
necessarily.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. When you have a young farmer invest all of their soul into a property and their animals get parasites and succumb to that, it can devastate the entire business. Yeah, it's just a bunch of trash.
That's good. It means you're
That maybe it worked.
managing appropriately.
And what was the first one we did?
It was the white tag cow.
That's our oldest mama.
Is that one clean too?
Yeah,
Man.
amazingly.
I remember chemistry.
I am really glad that the dewormer that he is using appears to be very effective. So we do want to continue to use that dewormer only when needed until it doesn't work anymore. So again, just like we talked about, you know, weeding out those that are not very tolerant to parasites, those are the ones you want to get rid of and not propagate. I think you're managing
Yeah, it's great.
great.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I appreciate y'all so much for coming out.
No,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Yeah.
It was a treat.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
thank
was.
you.
Absolutely. Keep up the good work.
I will, I'll try.
Agriculture currently, the newer generations are not wanting to get in the business, so it's really encouraging to see Daniel's farm.
Thanks big time.
No problem.
His farm is beautiful, and he's extremely knowledgeable. Do you want to drive back, Charles?
Oh, yeah, for sure.